Hi, I'm Ryan Bridge, and I'm excited to host a new podcast called Bridge Talks Business with Milford, where I'll be talking about, well, business, obviously. Every week, I'll be joined by one of Milford's team of analysts, fund managers, and financial experts to cover key business events. It'll be your go-to for insights on the markets, business, and the economy, both here and overseas, as we dig a little deeper into the business week. Join me for Bridge Talks Business with Milford. Subscribe on iHeart or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss an episode. All discussions are informational only and should not be considered financial advice.
You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Penalty Wellington! And that, I figure, is game over. They know that they have won the Ranfurly Shield. Oh, they're hugging big time. 1912, Wellington over Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, so that was Wellington winning the Ranfurly Shield almost exactly 2 years to the day ago, actually, beating Hawke's Bay 1912 in Napier a couple of years ago. They fended off 6 challenges before Hawke's Bay eventually won it back off them last year. Now the Lions get another crack this afternoon. Wellington first 5, Jackson Garden-Bachop is with us. Jackson, thanks for taking the call, mate. I know you're getting close to kick-off down there. 6 from 6 for Wellington this season. What's been behind your excellent consistency?
Well, I don't know if we've been anywhere near consistent yet. There's been some pretty ugly wins, but we've been finding a way, which is a good thing. And we've gone pretty deep into our squad over the last couple of games. So, it hasn't always been pretty, but, finding a way to win is good.
Why do you think that beautiful rugby's been a bit hard to come by?
A lot due to weather for our home games. Some of the more exciting rugby we played against Canterbury was the first sunny day that we had. First game against Auckland, we defended really well. We had to come from behind against Manawatu. So there's been a couple of different situations that we've been put in so far, and we've sort of managed to find a way. So that's a positive for us. But we would like to start playing some consistently good rugby.
You mentioned going deep into your squad. You're in Storm Week, of course. This is your 3rd game in 8 days. Could that be a factor, or did enough of you get a rest on Wednesday night to make sure that it's not a factor?
I think we've been managed pretty well by the coaching staff today. Put a lot of faith in a young squad on Wednesday night against Otago, and they did a job. And I think only 2 of the boys that started that game are starting today. So everyone should be raring to go, I think.
Have you tried to treat this like a normal game, or have you in fact embraced the fact that it's a Shield challenge?
I think you've definitely just got to embrace it early. Acknowledge how big the occasion is, how exciting it is, how awesome it's going to be to play in front of a sold-out park. But then just as quickly you need to take it back to what's important, which is our process, our game. Because, outside the lines, nothing's going to contribute to the win other than the 23 that are taking the part.
You were part of the side, the Wellington side that won it a couple of years back. First time it had been in the capital for ages, since about 2009, I think. How special a moment is it to win the Ranfurly Shield?
Oh, it's awesome. It's hard enough to get a game where you get to play for it, let alone win it. When we won it last time, that was our 3rd crack at Hawke's Bay. For the Shield. So, it was really exciting and, really satisfying.
I know a few of the team were around when you won it, and then were there last year when there were, a bunch of defences. But is it true Brad Shields has never had it?
He's never held the Shield. I think he played 1 game for it in 2014, but right. He's pretty pumped for this one.
I was going to say, a guy's done so much in his rugby career, he'd be like a little kid, wouldn't he?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. There's so many good players that have played for such a long amount of time, and never win it or never even get to play for it. So we're lucky that Tasman got it off Hawke's Bay last week, and now we've stumbled upon a challenge. So it's so exciting.
You've got Billy Proctor and Ruben Love back for this one as well. There's no danger of disruption with those guys coming back, is there?
Nah, they've been a part of this team for a long time, and. We're pretty tight off the field as a group, and they're a big part of that. So it's more about just getting over a little bit of detail, but no, they slot back in nicely.
Okay, and beyond this, it's just one game, I know, but a special trophy on the line this afternoon. But are you also equally determined to try and lift the MPC trophy a bit later on as well?
Oh, 100%. But like you say, 1 week at a time. Well, to get the Shield today and 5 points. and hopefully play some good rugby in doing so.
And good news too, I know we're here to talk about the Shield, but you'll be back in Super Rugby next year with Moana Pacifica. Great to see that news. How did that all come about?
Oh, just as sort of it unfolded that I was going to be coming back to New Zealand and staying in New Zealand for the next wee while, sort of put the feelers out to see if anyone would be interested in that, and they come back and they were, and I was extremely grateful that they were, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. I think it's a cool team, it's a cool movement, and they've been building something special over the last few years. So yeah, no, I'm keen to contribute as much as I can to that.
Oh, good to have that to look forward to in 2025. For the meantime, though, it's this afternoon. I've seen you lead the team song. I think, well, I'm not sure if you're in Dunedin, but you certainly led the team victory song 5 times. Hope you get the chance to do it again this afternoon, Jackson.
Yeah, no, so do I. It's a good part of the day.
I bet it is. Good on you, mate. Thanks for taking our call. Jackson Garden-Bachop, who will line up at first 5 for Wellington against Tasman this afternoon as they try and prize the Ranfurly Shield away from the Mako, who I'm sure will be equally determined to make sure that it stays in their region for a little while longer.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.